Welcome to Melbourne Vibe. I'm your host Devarshi Desai, and today I'm going to tell you the things that you need to know before you move to Australia. Just so you know, we're making all the videos answering the questions of people moving to Australia or who are already in Australia. So if you're moving to Australia or if you have any questions that you want us to answer, write it in the comment section below and we'll get back to you, and the next video will be about your question. So this video was requested by Nikhil from Chandigarh and Shivam from Ahmedabad, and that's why we are going to tell you the things that you need to know if you're coming to Australia. Number 1. Weather in Australia. Now when you listen to the word Australia, what comes to your mind? Beautiful beaches, beautiful sunny days, people surfing here and there? Sorry to break it down to you, because that's not always the case. Because Australia gets really cold. And Melbourne takes it to just another level. Because when I came here in July, it was 3 degrees at night. And it gets really cold. In fact, right now we're in January. And I'll just tell you what happened last week. Because the highest temperature went to 42 degrees. And that night itself, it went to 17 degrees. And the very next day, it was raining. So Melbourne's weather is pretty crazy. So you'll have your umbrella on, you'll have your jacket on, and if you feel like, you should have your tank top on too. Because you never know what you're gonna use. As we are talking about the weather, you gotta know how the sun is here. I come from a city who has seen 45 to 50 degrees in summer. But here, in Australia, you can get sunburnt even in 30 to 35 degrees. So make sure you have your sunscreen with you when you go out. Number 2. The things that can kill you. You know what they say? If you make a list of the things that can kill you, it's gonna be much longer than the things that cannot kill you. I come from India and I have seen cows, camels and elephants on the streets. But we're not scared there because we know that they're not gonna kill us. But here in Australia, even spiders can kill you. They have the deadliest spider of the world. They have one of the most deadliest snakes of the world. And if you go out surfing, you have to watch out of sharks. Well, that's Australia. Number 3. The language in Australia. Now obviously we know that Australians speak English, but they speak English with a lot of slangs. And you will take time to get used to those slangs. Hey Sheldon, how are you?
G'day mate, how you going? I'm pretty good.
I'm good. What have you been up to?
Oh mate, just went to servo, got myself some durries, and after that I'm going down to the watering hole with my boys to get lit and have some bevies. Alright, so just so you guys know, all those things I just said were Australian, quite common Australian slang. First thing I said was g'day, that's hello. The next thing I said after that was how you going, that just means how are you. And then servo means service station or gas station depending on what English you're learning. And also the next thing I said was durries. Now durries is just cigarettes, it's an Australian slang for cigarettes. And the last two things I said was watering hole, which means like pub or a place where you can go and consume alcohol, and bevies is just beverage, like alcoholic beverage or just alcohol.
Number 4. Australia is bloody expensive. And I'm not saying this because I'm from India and we have comparatively low prices of everything, but doesn't matter where you come from, anywhere in the world, when you compare your prices to Australian prices, you'll find that Australian prices are much higher. But they have a reason. If you work in Australia, the minimum wage is at least $20 per hour. So everybody's level of earning is much higher than compared to other countries. And that's why their spending capacity is much higher compared to other countries. So if you talk about breakfast, you're looking forward to pay at least $15 to $20 because $5 is just coffee. And the same goes for lunch and dinner. And at the end of the day, if you eat outside all day, you're at least spending $50 a day, which is a lot. Number 5, daylight saving. If you're coming to Melbourne or Sydney, this is specifically for you. Because what happens is, on the first Sunday of every October, people move their clock 1 hour forward so that they can enjoy sunlight for 1 more hour. This goes on for 6 months because it doesn't go dark till 9 p.m. Personally, I wanted to convey this to you because when I got to know about that and when I experienced that, it was extremely surprising for me. Number 6, public transport. If you're moving to any of the major cities in Australia, you don't have to worry about that because Australia has pretty decent public transport. If you're moving to Melbourne in specific, then Melbourne has the world's best public transport. It has train, tram and buses running almost everywhere in the city. If you're moving to Melbourne, we have a whole playlist which gives you information about jobs, public transport, cost of living, accommodation and things like that. Here's the playlist. Do check that out. If you love this video or found the information helpful, do subscribe to our channel. If you want us to make any other video, do write it in the comment section below and we'll get back to you. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melbourne Why.